if you have Signal or Telegram or WhatsApp, something that has end-to-end encryption on it, you might think that your communications are private, right? And most people have the contents of the message or even the images in the message show up in that push notification. Police have a variety of options for spying on those push notifications. But this is the one that has got everybody kind of up in arms this week. It was a massive headline from The Verge, but also in Wired, but it was all covered by a bunch of other places. So if you have Signal or Telegram or WhatsApp, something that has end-to-end encryption on it, you might think that your communications are private, but you get a push notification every time something comes in. Right, and most people have the contents of the message or even the images in the message show up in that push notification.
Wait, so even when it shows like you have 4 messages, that's what? Wow.
So
but if it doesn't notify you, it's just showing it's still there. So does it have to notify you?
All that goes through a central server that is not end-to-end encrypted, and police have a variety of options for spying on those push notifications.
It's a good thing that you don't do anything wrong.
Right. Well, if you have nothing to hide, you shouldn't be worried by this news.
I hate to disrupt it, but we're going to.
Okay.
I just pitched something the other day. I was talking to my sister, and we were talking about interviews. And I said, I know how to figure out if somebody's a good worker or a bad one. I have the perfect foolproof plan. It's just nobody would ever do it. I need your phone for 5 minutes. We talked a little bit about this because I can look at your activity. I can look at what you've sent, the quality of your messages, what kind of apps you have, how much time you spent, whether or not you're sleeping. There's so much that's available. Now, you would never let somebody do this because, of course, so how do you solve it? What if I took your phone, but then you got the hiring manager's phone to look at for 5 minutes as well? So you could see, is this a jerk? Is this the communications? Is he spending his time playing Candy Crush? So you'd make your decisions, and then we wiped your mind Men in Black style at the end. So you make the choice.
But you have to write down your one-word summary or something.
Yes or no.
Yeah, yes or no.
Yes or no, so that you can actually see someone, because in that case...
I would say not his phone, not the hiring manager's phone, his Slack or company communications. I want to see the last 5 emails, 10 emails. I want to see how he talks about his employees.
That actually would be...
Or how he talks about the
I'm
clients.
assuming that's all on the phone.
Yeah.
I'm going to see when he wakes up.
We don't need resumes anymore. I've just been going about this the wrong way.
We talked about this yesterday with the whole point of a resume is it's a focal point, it's a gift, it's a starting point for a conversation, and the point of the interview is to build an affinity with the manager. So it's not really screening, which is what we think it's for.
So now it's resume and phone.
No one's ever going to give you your phone. This is just my fevered fantasy dream. If I had mental powers and could wipe people's minds, I think they'd be happier. Honestly, didn't relationships? Should I break up with this girl? Should I marry her? Let me see your phone.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Selective. Okay,
but then you have to wipe it afterwards.
Yeah.
You have to wipe it afterwards. Otherwise, and you have to believe that that's all on one phone. They can't have one good phone and one bad one.
So you're saying that any notification we get on our phone, whether it's a message, a Instagram, a Slack, or an email, they can just see our, what is that going to, our behavior, or?
Well, so it depends on where in the stack that they get it. So, if you have Spy, so there's a variety of ways they can get it, and some of it requires a warrant, and some of it doesn't.
Okay.
Some of it, if law enforcement cares enough about what's going on in your life to spearfish you, put spyware on your phone, that requires a warrant because that's specifically tapping access to a phone. However, they, as we discussed, I think it was last week on the show, they simply buy data in a variety of ways, and sometimes there's just info sharing agreements that don't require a warrant. So if law enforcement asks for it really nicely, they'll say yes. And because push notifications are pushed from a centralized server, a ping server that's run by Google or iOS, Apple, depending on which phone you have, there is a centralized server where all those data points.
So
can
there's
be
5 notifications
tapped.
from my Chevrolet.
Yes,
they could read whatever came in from there, even though it's
right.
because it's not just telling me there's notification. There's enough data in there to.
Well, when you pull down the tray and you see like the contents of the notification,
yeah,
that's available.
Fascinating.
And oftentimes the full message is available. Like if you're talking about Signal, if you don't have it turned off with like privacy mode,
right?
The whole message is going to be there in the push notification.
This is why I don't do push notifications.
This is so
because they annoyed me, but that's
it's so
yeah. Because if they can do it, other people can as well. I see a blossoming industry with businesses and when we do background checks. Now let's start looking into their phones.
Hey, thanks for watching The Merge. We've got a ton more stuff for you to watch on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, everywhere. Check us out.